Okay, now we are going to next section, which is fund contract, set a price, and send user Ethereum. So send Ethereum to people waving at you. Now, what we want to do is send some Ethereum to people waving at us. For example, maybe you want to make it where there is a 1% chance someone can win $5 from waving at you. Or maybe you want to make it where everyone who waves at you gets 0.01 in Ether for waving at you. Okay, that's very interesting. You can even make it where you can manually send Ethereum to people whose message you love the most. Maybe they send you an awesome song. Okay, easily sending Ethereum to users is a core part of a smart contract and one of the coolest parts about them. So let's do it. To start, we are just going to give everyone who waves at us 0.001 Ethereum, which is 0.31 USD, and this is all happening on testnet, so it's fake. Don't be happy. Check out the updated wave function on footer.sol. Let's copy it and just paste it here. Okay. So we have added few lines with price amount. I just initiated a price amount, so it actually lets us use the keyword ether, so we can easily represent monetary amounts convenient. We have some new keywords as well. You'll see required, which is basically check to see that some condition is true. If it's not true, it will quit the function and cancel transaction. It's like a fancy if statement. In this case, it's checking if price is less than address is dot balance. Here, this dot balance is the balance of the contract itself. So basically, when you deploy a contract, you get the address, and if someone store amount in it, that it will store in that address, not in your wallet. So you have to fetch that amount from that address. So why, well, for us to send Ethereum to someone, our contract needs to have Ethereum on it. So basically we need an Ethereum on our contract so we can send it to someone. How this works: when we first deploy a contract, we fund it. So far we never funded our contract, it always been worth 0 Ethereum. That means our contract can't send people Ethereum, simply doesn't have any. We'll cover funding in the next section. What's cool about it? Okay, is that let us make sure that the balance of the contract is bigger than the price amount, and it is we can move forward with given the price. If it isn't required, will necessarily kill the transaction. We like your this contract can't even pay you out. Okay, though, so send a dot message call price amount is a magic line where we send money. Sender is appeared. Notice how we pass the price amount. Here it is. Okay, where we send the price amount to the one who call this function. Require success is where we know the transaction was success. If it wasn't, it makes the transaction as an error. Say it failed, withdraw money from the contract. Okay, if we get the success message, then it will success it, otherwise it will say that failed to withdraw money from the contract. Fund the contract first so we can send Ethereum. We now set up our code to send Ethereum. Nice. Now we need to actually make sure our contract is funded, otherwise we have no Ethereum to send. We are going to run first work in run.js. Remember, that was like our testing ground where we want to make sure our contract's core functionality works before we go and deploy it. It's really hard to debug contract code and front end code at the same time, so we separate it out. Let's head to run.js and make some changes to make sure everything works. Here's my updated run.js. Okay, just copy everything and run.js, and here it is. The magic is on. hre.ethers.utils.pass ether 0.1. This is where I say go and deploy the contract and fund it with ether 0.1. This will remove Ether from my wallet and use it fund contract. That is, that's it. Okay, so I then do contract balance to test out, see if my contract actually has a balance 0.01. I use a function that Ether gives me here called get balance and pass it to my contract address. But then we also want to see if we call wave, if the one Ethereum is properly removed from the contract. That's why I print the balance out again after call. So let's see the lines here. Here, the time of deploy, we will fund our contract, then we will going to get the balance of our contract, of our address, then we will going to give the amount to the address that waves to us. Okay, and check the balance again.